All right, so today we're going to be going over the distributive property. Hope that your weekend was really good, and let's get started. All right, so our agenda for today, make sure that you completed your due now, so that's that review quizzes if you haven't already. Today's video lesson, and then we'll have practice quizzes on the distributive property after our lesson. Okay. All right, so going to the next one. Move this down. Actually, I'll just keep it up here. Okay, so the distributive property, right? So if we remember, if we have this situation, so A and then parentheses B plus C, same thing as AB plus AC, because we're multiplying this through like that, right? Or this way is the same as AB, and then see this subtraction symbol, so we're going to do minus AC over here. So let's just see how this goes with this. All right, so number one, so distribute 7 times x, 7x. 7 times 4, we get, what, 28. So plus 28. All right, number two, 2 times b, 2b. 2 times negative 3, negative 6. All right, negative 4 times y, so we get negative 4y. Negative 4 times 3, all right, so negative 4 times a positive 3, we're going to get a negative number, so we have negative 12. So we can just do minus 12. All right, negative 5 times m, we get negative 5m. Negative 5 times negative 2, we're going to get a positive number, right? So the negative times a negative is going to be positive, so we're going to get plus 10. Negative 1, so whenever we just have this negative symbol, we're just going to treat that as negative 1, right? So negative 1 times y, we get negative y. Negative 1 times so negative 9 is going to get positive 9. 8 times 4, we get, what am I doing? That's 32. 32. All right, and then 8 times negative b, so we get negative 8b. You can also write this as negative 8b plus 32. All right, either way would be correct for that. Negative 4 times negative w, so we get positive, because the negatives cancel out, so we get 4w. Negative 4 times negative 10, we're going to cancel out again, so we're going to get positive 40. 5 times 2, 10, and then we have m. 5 times negative 3, we get negative 15. All right, see how we have this pattern? We're just multiplying across. Negative 3 times negative 2, we get negative 6x. Negative 3 times negative 4 is positive 12. 3 times m, 3m. 3 times n is plus 3n. X times y, all right? So whenever we see a variable, we can still treat that the same way that we do a number, right? So we're going to have xy, and then x times 4 is plus 4x. All right? D times c. So since D comes after the C in the alphabet, we're going to put the D at the after the C. So this will be CD. And then D times negative 4 is negative 4D. Whoop, not B. Okay? All right. So sometimes we're going to have to distribute and combine. So some expressions we're going to have, you got to make sure that there's no parentheses and no like terms. And that in order to do this, we got to distribute first, all right? Because we have this extra part. So we're just going to continue what we were doing. So we have 16x. 8 times negative 3, we get negative 24. Minus 6x. And then I'm going to change colors so we can see. We're just going to combine these terms, right? So our new thing is going to be 16 minus 6. So we get 10x, and then this doesn't combine with anything, so we just carry this down, so minus 24. Okay? A couple more. So now we have two different examples with distributive property. So we got to do each one of these first, and then we combine. All right, so 9 times 2, we get 18, and then k. 9 times negative 44, that's the 36 that I was saying earlier, I guess. So we get minus 36. All right, so now this one, so we have the subtraction symbol. So we can do this a couple different ways. We could either treat this as a positive 2 and distribute, or we can treat this as a negative 2 and distribute. I'm going to treat it as a negative 2. So negative 2 times 7, so we get negative 14k. Negative 2 times negative 12, we're going to get a positive 24. All right? And then now we'll combine. So we have 18k minus 14k. We're going to get 4k. Then we have negative 36 plus 24, right? So we can do 36 minus 24 and keep the negative if we want to, right? So we're going to get 12. But since this is a bigger, we're going to get negative 12, all right? We could have also done 24 minus 36 and got the same answer. All right, so now we have a part that we have to distribute in between other things. So we'll just carry this 10 down once we're done. So negative 1 times y, we get negative y. Negative 1 times negative 6, we get plus 6. And now we can just carry everything else down. All right, so first we got to combine. So negative y plus negative y, we get negative 2y. And then we have positive 10 plus 6, we get plus 16. Last one. All right, so now we have this over here, and we still have two distributions. All right, so just carry that down preemptively. So 8 times 4, 32. 8 times negative 7. Ooh, don't remember that off the top of my head. It's 8 times 7 negative 56. Just having a brain fart, guys. All right. Negative 1 times 2, we get minus 2w. Negative 1 times positive 1, we get minus 1. And then now we can combine these terms again. So we get positive 32w minus 2w. So we get 30w. Now we can combine this, and then this, and then this. All right, so 6 plus negative 56, or 6 minus 56, we get negative 50. Negative 50 minus positive 1, we get minus 51. Okay? All right, so that is the distributive property. Your task is the short quizzes. There's 7 questions on this. If you have any questions or concerns, please reach out to me. I'll be available during our normal class time and then throughout the day as well if you need me. You can reach me via Google Hangouts, my information that's on Classroom, any way that's best for you, okay? All right. Talk to you guys later.